Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my very highly requested videos, Belizean Coconut Tarts. Okay, so for this recipe I'm using flaked coconut and I'm using the unsweetened one. I'm using 1.5 cups of this and I'm putting it in my food processor just because I don't want the flakes to be so big, so I just want to chop it up a little bit more. Normally in Belize, when you make coconut tarts, you use a fresh coconut off the tree and you grate it. So the texture will be a little bit different if you were using a fresh coconut, but the ones we get here, they're not always good, so I don't even bother with them. I don't buy them. I prefer to use this one. As always, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box below for you. I'm going to cook this in a little bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my pot. I just want the texture to look like if I grated a fresh coconut. Now I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water to that, and that's just to help rehydrate the coconut. I'm going to set that aside until I'm ready for it. Okay, let's make the crust. So you're going to need 5 tablespoons of softened salted butter. To that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of white sugar. Mix that until everything is well combined. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. And be sure to click the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. For the crust, you're going to need 1 egg yolk, but I'm separating the egg and I'm putting in the egg white in the coconut because I'm going to need it when I'm ready to cook it up. Now I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. You're going to mix that really well again until everything is combined. I'm going to add 1 cup of flour to that and I'm just going to stir that until everything is mixed together. Be sure to clean off your spatula. Now I'm going to add some water to that and I'm measuring it out here so you can see. I'm measuring out 4 teaspoons of water. And you don't want to put anything more than that, otherwise it's going to be sticky. I'm using my spatula to help get it going, but after that I'm going to switch over to my hands. It's just easier to use your hands to mix everything together to form a ball. And I'm just going to kind of knead it up a little bit in the bowl while I'm doing this, but not too much. I just want everything to stick together. As you can see, it's not sticky at all. It's just nice and soft. So I'm just going to leave it in the bowl and press it down a little bit, and I'm going to set it aside. I'm not covering it, I'm not doing anything with it, but just set it aside. Now to the coconut mixture, I'm adding 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. As you can see, I have the egg white in there from earlier. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla to that, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I'm putting in a pinch of salt, and I'm just using some pink Himalayan salt, but you can just use regular salt. Oh, and the last thing is a 1/2 tablespoon of butter. I almost forgot that, but that's very important, and you don't need a whole lot of butter, just a little bit. After I put everything in the pot and stir it really well, I'm going to turn the stove on to medium, and I'm going to cook this for 8 minutes. For the first few minutes, you don't have to stir it a lot, but after that, you have to stir it and keep stirring it because it will start to thicken like this on the spoon, and you don't want it to burn. When you see it starts to bubble like this, that means it's almost done, and you don't want it to go too thick because as it cools it will thicken even more. And yeah, so that's just about ready. I'm just going to set that aside, and then I'm going to work on the crust. So these are the little tart tins that I'm using. I bought these off of Amazon and they were not expensive at all. It was like 50 in the pack for less than $15, and I'm only using 12. But if you don't want to use these and you just have a muffin pan, you can use that, but I like this because this makes me feel like I'm eating a coconut tart. So the way I like to do the dough is I like to divide it piece by piece. So I just roll it out a little bit, roll it into a log, and then I cut that in half. And in my mind, each half is for 6 of them. Then I take each half and roll that again and cut that in half. I'm going to roll this one more time, and then I'm going to cut this in 3 pieces. Of course, you don't have to do it like this, you can just pinch off a piece, but for me, this is the easiest way to get them to be equal size. I'm just going to roll each piece and then put it in the pan and do that for each one, and then I'm going to press them in there. I love coconut tarts. Oh my gosh, this is the one of my favorite things them, but I not like make this thing. This the one pain in the body. Oh my gosh, it's not hard, but it's just time consuming, you know. So when you want to make coconut tarts, just make it with family, so you have people to help you press it in the pan. Don't forget to clean up in between. Okay, so for the fun part or the hardest part, whichever one you think it is, you just want to press it in a pan, and the dough is soft, so it's not hard to press at all, and press it as evenly as possible. Make sure you go all the way to the top, and when you reach the top around the edge, you can just use your finger and press it down. Or if it's coming out too much at the top, you can always just tear it off and put it to where you need it. You know what I mean? I like my dough on the thinner side so it takes longer to press in the pan. I guess if it was thicker, it would just be easier, so you don't have to pinch off piece from here and there. But I like it this way, and yeah, but you can make it how you like it. When making coconut crust, you have to have some patience because my goodness, this thing took forever. And thank God when I was filming this, hubby was there to help me press them in the pan. Usually, I'm just making it by myself, so I have to do everything by myself. But I was so glad that he's there to help me. If you haven't been following me on Instagram yet, you can do so at Cooking with Shirani. I'm always sharing stuff in my stories over there, so come follow me. These take so much time to make, but they are so worth it. Oh my goodness. Once you're done, you're gonna be like, it was worth it. All that trouble was worth it. Okay, now it's time to put the coconut filling in each shell. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like, how it thicken up. And I'm just going to put a generous spoon into each one. And I'm just going to try to evenly distribute it. I know for the people that can get fresh coconut, you're going to be asking how to make it with fresh coconut. And I have to be honest and say I have never tried making it with fresh coconut. I always buy them with fresh coconut, but I have never tried making one with a fresh coconut myself. After I was finished with putting the coconut mixture into each shell, I like to go back in there with my spoon and press it down a little bit just to make sure all the filling are evenly distributed. I just wanted to show you that I use every single drop of it. I'm going to bake this in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 30 minutes. I'm going to put this on a cooling rack and I'm going to let this cool completely before I take them out. To me, that's the best way to handle them. Now usually, if you don't put a lot of filling, you can just turn them over and they will just come right out. But because I like it with a lot of filling, it gets caramelized in there a little bit, so you have to use a toothpick to dig around the edges to help it a little bit. I've made this recipe with a little bit of filling and a lot of filling, and the ones with a little bit of filling just pop right out, but the ones with a little bit more, you have to use a toothpick to help loosen up the edges. I didn't do this one too good, so a piece of it left in the pan. But oh my goodness, that little piece is nothing because this is so good. I wish you guys could taste it. It's so good. It's a little bit creamy, a little bit custardy, a little bit coarse from the coconut. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's just so good. I wanted to loosen up another one to show you, but I just don't have the patience to do it. Oh my goodness. Hubby is usually the one to do that, and he makes them come out perfect. Like there is nothing sticking in there or anything, but I don't have the patience, so yeah. Get somebody who have patience to take them out for you. I have the patience to make them, but I just don't have the patience to take them out. I only did two, and I was like, you have to do these because I'm just messing them up. So he did them, and I wish I would have kept the camera rolling so you could see because he took them out perfect. Oh look, this one came out perfect. Oh my goodness, I did good on this one. But yeah, you need some patience for this, for sure. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps to get my videos out there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.